So now we're starting to get more and more and more data from the hedge funds. And the latest is 600 of them have in total acquired billions upon billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin spot ETF. You guys may be wondering why, where all the money is coming from. We see BlackRock and Fidelity and everyone else, right? They're buying Bitcoin by the tens of billions of dollars. Where's the money coming from? Well, this is where it's coming from. I mean, this is just a short list from the top. But you have Millennium Management, and they're leading the way out of New York. They hold 21 million. It turned out that is around 2 billion? What was it? I talked about this yesterday. I think about $2 billion worth of Bitcoin ETFs. Okay, so I guess if these are actually the number of shares they hold. But yesterday, I remember they have $68 billion under management, and they have, I think, $2 or $3 billion of that in spot ETFs. And everyone else, look at this list, right? And there are more. But this goes to show you, at this point, no one wants to be left out. No one. All the hedge funds realize, you know what? If we don't hold on, at least some, we're going to be left behind, right? Especially looking at like Michael Saylor. He's not a hedge fund, obviously. MicroStrategy is not a hedge fund. But look at what he has done, and look at the returns he has made from just simply DCA and Bitcoin. And more importantly, look at his stock. His stock has gone up like 800%, while everything else is left in the dust, right? So Michael Saylor really brought this upon Wall Street institutions, like, this is the way. And now that we have Bitcoin spot ETFs, all these guys, it's just so easy for them to go in. It's a lot easier than buying physical Bitcoin, but that's okay. These spot ETF funds from BlackRock, Fidelity, and ARK, and everyone else, they have to go buy some Bitcoin, right? So that's quite okay. And here's the thing. It's not just hedge funds either, right? We're getting billions and billions and billions from everywhere. Even banks. Morgan Stanley, one of the biggest banks out there, just revealed they have 270 million in Bitcoin ETFs, making it a top GBDC holder. I mean, seriously, now we're getting, it is required that these companies have to disclose. That's what we're hearing about. It's not like they really want to disclose. Only Michael Saylor is the one that likes to brag about every single buy and how much Bitcoin he holds. Every other company out there wants to hold it. They want to hide this information, but they are forced due to regulations that they have to disclose what they have. So 270 million, and they're not the only bank. Every single bank, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, even though Jamie Dimon is so against Bitcoin, still thinks it's a Ponzi. Yet they hold Bitcoin. Wells Fargo, yep, they hold Bitcoin. UBS holds Bitcoin. Bank of Montreal holds Bitcoin, right? Like every single bank out there, especially the largest ones out there, they all hold Bitcoin, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Billions upon billions have flown into Bitcoin and Bitcoin spot ETFs already, but there will be more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is when Bitcoin is sitting around 66.2 right now. Imagine when Bitcoin is sitting at 100,000. What kind of FOMO there will be just with the institutions. I'm just talking about the big boys, the very big boys, the institutions, financial companies, banks. This doesn't even count the whales and the retail investors, even though it seems like no retail investors can buy Bitcoin. No, that's far from the truth. There are a lot. You look at ETFs too. ETFs inflow now turned very positive. This is a brand new site. Never seen this before. My guy found it today, and this is gonna be really good. I mean, yesterday we had a net inflow of 300 million. I did say it was going to be a good day, right? Yesterday was a fantastic day. 300 million came into the ETFs. Okay, even Grayscale. Grayscale had a net inflow of 27 million. Can you believe that? BlackRock didn't add any actually, or they didn't report. Fidelity added 131 million. ARK added 39 million. Bitwise added 86 million. Yesterday was a very good day, and in total, ETFs have added 12.15 billion. What does that mean? That means we have a whole lot of Bitcoin being removed from circulation. Okay, all the ETFs added together, last time I checked, was around like 2 or 3%. Yeah, 2 to 3%. No, I think it's more like 3%. They have eaten up 3% of the entire supply already within a very short amount of time, within months. Now think about, what about a year or 5 years or 10 years? These ETFs could be holding up to 10, 15, 20% of the entire supply. They will not stop. So this is why it's like a snowball rolling downhill. It's gaining momentum, gaining traction. The higher Bitcoin goes, the more fierce the FOMO is, and the more that'll be coming into these ETFs, and the more Bitcoin buying there is. And then the price goes up more, and then we just repeat and repeat. And you know, like I said, there are still others, whales and retail investors that are buying. Here's an example of a whale that just bought another $7 million worth of Bitcoin out of nowhere. I wish I could just throw in a $7 million like that. And Andrew Tate yesterday said he's going to throw $100 million into Bitcoin. Maybe this is him. But within the last 2 months, this whale bought $230 million of the Bitcoin. So another example that, hey, you don't have to just be an institution to buy Bitcoin. There are a lot of rich individuals, billionaires, that are also buying Bitcoin. This is DCA to them, you know, maybe $7 million chump change to them. $70 million of USDT transfer from Tether to Bitfinex. Why do you think they're doing that? Someone just gave Tether $80 million, converted to USDT, and now they're going to trade on Bitfinex. That's exactly why they're doing it. We're getting so much money, billions, like I said, into Bitcoin, and it's not going to stop. It's never too late. And it's good to talk about things like this on a plus day because more people listen. But I've been saying this for a long time. The fundamentals of Bitcoin has gotten better over the years, even when we were still below 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. I've argued that the fundamentals of Bitcoin has never been stronger than now. It's just the price hasn't caught up yet, right? But with the ETFs, it's a total game changer. It's something that I couldn't talk about in previous cycles. It didn't exist, but now we have another way or another avenue for institutions to come in. There's no excuse anymore. And now it's becoming unpopular not to hold some Bitcoin. Before, it was still like kind of taboo. Like no one wanted to report if they had any Bitcoin. Only MicroStrategy. They were the only ones. Like, yeah, we got all this Bitcoin, and they were shamed. Michael Saylor was shamed for so long for buying so much Bitcoin. Everyone wanted to make fun of him. Now they do not. Now he's one of the guys is known as like an oracle, like a genius of Wall Street because of his big move into Bitcoin. Everyone wants to move in now. That's the new reality.